It is time for some new beginnings here from Daytona. It is time for the ASL American Sim Racing League Truck Series ready to kick off their Daytona Duels here tonight, qualifying for next week's Daytona 200, which is 200 miles, by the way, next week. So we're going to set the field tonight. 2 races tonight, 20 laps each. Who's going to be on top? We'll wait and see. We got some familiar names in here. Michael Trevarthen's in here. Paul Zota, good to see him. Paul, of course, maker of the overlay we're using tonight. So, once again, thank you, Paul. You do a great job. If you are a broadcaster, check him out for all the overlays and all that good stuff. Also, special thanks to the Infinite Hero. If you haven't checked out Infinite Hero, please do so, because they are a great organization. I've actually, a few moments ago, I was sitting here looking on their InfiniteHero.org page, and basically what they are, they're the mission of Infinite Hero Foundation is to combat the most difficult frontline issues, mental and physical issues facing military heroes and their families. So it's actually a really good group. I've heard about this group for a long time, and I've never actually went and read about it. I've seen like sponsored race cars from them and stuff like that. So really cool to be able to actually have their support. Of course, Tampa SUVRentals.com. Make sure you check them out if you're down in Tampa. Actually, a really good time probably to rent something right now, go camping and all that good stuff. So, yeah, we are ready to go here from Daytona. We got, what is it? Like I said, 20 laps here tonight. So, 20 laps, and then we actually got another race of 20 laps. Practice right now underway. So, new season, a lot of you guys not really familiar with each other. We got 29 drivers in here at the moment. So, it's a good time, not only in the practice. They've had a long practice. You can see a group right there on your screen practicing right now. This is a good time to get out there, even in the qualifying. Yeah, you want a good qualifying position somewhat at Daytona. Some guys may not even choose not to. Some guys may just start towards the back. But one thing you're going to be focused on mainly is working with one another. See who you want to work with. Some guys got preferences of who they choose to work with. Some guys don't. So it's as good a time as any to get some practice in and see who you want to be with. Bryson Tomlinson just jumped up to the top of the board at 53, same as Ross Cadu, I believe is how you say his last name. By the way, bear with me on the names. You guys know me by now. I'm from Tennessee. We butcher names here, so it's going to take me a while to get used to the names. You guys already know this. We'll get used to a lot of them. There's a couple guys in here that we do know. Let's see. Rob Jenkins actually jumps. Okay, never mind. That actually went away. Kenneth jumps up to the top of the board. Jeff Hollingsworth, I've seen a race with him before. Know who that is. Todd Cray. Pretty good driver, by the way. I've raced with him, I believe. It was at Indianapolis, I believe. So he's a pretty good driver as well. Of course, Paul Zota. Bruce Pearson's in here. Charles Woods. A lot of good drivers are in this series. Let's just be honest. I'm sitting here actually looking at the I rating and their class and all that good stuff. It's actually pretty impressive. So we should see some good stuff. So anyway, practice is about to come to an end. These guys do have 10 minutes of qualifying before we go racing, but keep in mind, when this happens, we're going to have a few minutes before cars roll out on track for qualifying. They got to do a driver's meeting, so that'll take a few minutes and all that good stuff, but that's fine. A little bit of information about this series. By the way, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. We appreciate everybody tuning in. But a little bit of information about this series and where they're going to be running. Of course, tonight, Daytona Duels. Next week, the Daytona 200, which is 80 laps. Then after that, New Hampshire. That's going to be interesting. New Hampshire in the truck. That'll be fun. Michigan the week after that. I'll go ahead and read out the entire schedule. One of the tracks that stands out will be August 16th. They will be racing at Watkins Glen. Then we got the Gateway 200 from Gateway, of course. Lucas Oil will be August 30th. Southern 250 will be on September 13th. North Wilkesboro, that's going to be another fun track that we're going to go to. And then, of course, it gets really fun when we go to Eldora on September the 27th. Talladega, October 4th. So this is actually the only – we only got 2 actually big tracks we really go to, which is great. October 4th for Talladega. World 200 will be October 11th, which I believe is from Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. Then the chase begins. It's only 3 races in the chase, so it's actually pretty short schedule here. Iowa, Texas, and Phoenix. So it ain't too bad. But anyway, you can tell that the practice is over. They are doing a driver's meeting right now, so we'll be waiting before we jump down to see who rolls out. We are going to talk to one of the guys that help run the league and all that good stuff. We'll be talking to Jeff here in just a few moments. We'll pull him and get his thoughts on this season and all that good stuff. So of course, the truck, I'm going to be interested because I haven't got to broadcast the truck or a truck race in a while now. We do broadcast, of course, iRacing E-Series at Daytona. Sam Cooper Bennett covers it, but we haven't done it yet this season. Not only that, I just like the trucks more, in my opinion. So it's going to be fun to watch them, see how they actually react tonight here from Daytona and how these, I mean, from watching them in practice, these guys know what they're doing. So it should be some really good practice for these guys. We got a car rolling out that I see. Who is this? Adam Metz, I believe. Once again, it takes me a little bit to get used to the names, but you see him in that number 9 car. One cool thing that you're going to see on each one of these cars, hopefully I can get a picture of it, is right there. You see that Infinite Hero banner, the ASL logo on the windshield banner. We'll have them hopefully every week, I believe. They'll be in here. So Adam's actually going to go ahead and put down a qualifying run. Not sure if it's supposed to be in cars on track, but it's okay. And he coming to the start finish line to take the green flag. Of course, 2 laps of qualifying, just like what we see normal in the iRacing E-Series. You're going to run the high line all the way around your out lap. Then even on in lap 1, you're going to run up above that white line, or right there on that white line to the very top of the racetrack. Try to use as much fuel as you can. And then on your second lap, you're going to try to get right on that yellow line and then just be as smooth on the wheel as you possibly can. There is some cars rolling, so that's the big thing. And we'll watch a couple of these cars qualify right now. We're still watching Adam Metz right now in the number 9 truck, and we'll see how he does here in just a few moments. Of course, this lap's going to be kind of slow, of course. Using the high line, you don't expect to use or have a fast lap on the first lap anyway, so we'll see how he does as he is coming to. And you're going to see him right here drop to the bottom of the racetrack right there. Now he'll ride that yellow line all the way around. And we'll check back with him in just a moment. Better yet, let's actually do this real quick before we do that. There we go. So we'll see how our top 10 qualified, all that good stuff. See if I can. There we go. Trent Ringler just rolling out. David's out there. Todd Cray is out there as well. He's just now on his first lap. So we're going to jump back up to Adam here, I believe, who is in, I believe this is turn 3 and 4 now. Yes, so here he comes. This will be his fast lap. 52.7. That's probably going to go to a 51. Of course, dropping below the yellow line. Crosses the start-finish line. And a 52.338. So not a bad lap there. We'll start seeing some more laps being put down now. And all that good stuff. So who are we going to jump over to now? Just wait until somebody else crosses the start-finish line. There's Jason Mullins. Or Mullis. Let's see. Darren Clement actually went to the top of the board his first lap with a 52.303. So Todd Craig currently 3rd right now. Of course, he's just started his fast lap. So we'll see if he's able to pick up a little bit on lap 2. GTR Simulator number 32 truck. Out here on the racetrack right now, working through turns 3 and 4. And to the top, or to the start finish line, the number 32 truck, Clement going to put down a 52.300. So not bad. Todd Craig goes to second place. Let's see, here's Trent Ringler. He's actually just started his second lap. So here's David out there, Camara in the number 02. Currently fourth, coming off turn 4. Watch for him to jump up here. I'm actually surprised that lap times really haven't picked up as much as what I thought they would so far. We'll see how David qualifies. Cross the start-finish line, and he goes to P2, 52.6. Now we're getting a bunch of laps put down. That's what I've been waiting on. Here is Jeff, by the way. That's who we're going to be talking to here in the number 89. He's running at Tampa Sun Rentals, or SUVRentals.com. I'm not going to lie, that's a nice looking truck. Check out that. Got that chrome looking blue on there. I like that. Pretty nice. So we'll watch him on his lap. Currently 15th. I do expect that to jump up. William Kempf right now in the 09, currently first, 52.234. Jeff Hollingsworth, Charles Woods, your top 3. That is the Ford F-150 currently on top of the board, by the way. Chevrolet right now in second and third, and Toyota, then another Chevy in fifth. Out of turn 4, coming to the tri-oval this time. Jeff looking to go from 16th. We'll see where he goes up to. Crossing the start-finish line now, 52.330, I believe is what we got, 328, and he's going to go to 14th. With that said, let's actually go ahead and bring him in right now. It might take me just a second to find him. Just a second, guys, and we'll pull him in. Apparently I don't have permission. I will have to get permission to move people. So we'll try to get him in here in just a moment. I'm having trouble moving people, so we'll try to get some permissions to do so here in just a moment. Here is Jim Golden. The driver of the 59. Currently 25th right now on the board. But he blinked out just a little bit. He'll be okay. See what he does here on his qualifying lap. Currently 25th right now. I'll expect this lap to definitely be better. I'm not sure if that lap's going to count where he blinked out. It does count. He goes to 20th. Who else is out there? Anybody? Patrick's out there on track. Check out that. I love that blue that they're using on them trucks. That's nice. I'm not going to lie. That's one of the best painted trucks I've seen. That is absolutely amazing. Splash and Go Graphics, of course, does great work. That's nice. Love that 93. And this is actually his first lap, by the way. Patrick rolling through turns 3 and 4. Got about 2 minutes left here in qualifying. And just in case you guys are curious about where everybody else is, there you go. Patrick at that time at 52.389. Watch for him to do a little bit better here in his second lap. While we're in here, why not hop on board and get a ride around Daytona International Speedway? One thing I'm always curious is watching drivers' hands. And one thing you can see right here, look how steady the wheel is. Now, he's actually in the Chevrolet as well. But look how steady the wheel is. He's not moving it a lot. That's one of the biggest things for every newcomer, if you do not know. The use of the hands is always very important. Don't put a lot of wheel in the turn. It does scrub speed off at Daytona if you put a lot of wheel in. And he's holding it pretty steady. This looks like it could be a good lap. Comes up a little wide off turn number 4. We'll see how he goes. Currently 24th right now. Coming to the start-finish line. And going to be good enough for 14th. Not bad. Right now, I believe he would be in the second race, I think. Depending on what Ron Hollyfield does. Ron's actually only got a couple laps here. Hey guys, let me ask you a question. Let me know where you're watching from. I will Be interested to know that. Ron Hollyfield qualifying 24th. It's been a while since I broadcasted Ron, too. I think he races in NASCAR. I used to race NASCAR, which we broadcasted here on ESPN. I think pretty much Bryson Thomason goes to 9th, by the way, on the board. I did not see him. I think that it might actually be the end of qualifying. It is. So we are ready to go. Daytona race number 1. And 15 drivers here in race number 1. And what we will do, guys, we'll actually take this ticker, the side ticker, down. And we'll put up our scrolling ticker. So we are ready to go. Once again, thanks Paul Zota for the awesome overlays. He did a great job on making these. A lot of work goes into making these things. I can't even imagine. I'm not that great at making them. I'm okay, but he's way better than me. So all the broadcasters out there look for overlays. Check out Paul Zota. He does a great job. Hopefully we are ready. Waiting on a couple people to grid here. I don't know if it's going to show us who is in. Yeah, it will not show us. So everybody right here on your inside where it says first, third, that's who's in this race. The outside is not. That will be your second race. So keep that in mind while I go through this. You can see Charles Wood's going to be rolling off. He's actually going to be starting second in this race. Travis McDaniel will be starting third in this race. Joseph will be starting in P4. Michael Schwartzen going to be in this race as well. He's going to be rolling off in 9th. Jeff going to be rolling off in 10th. Adam Matt's going to be rolling off in 11th. As the field is starting to roll here. Paul Zota going to be rolling off in 12th. Johnny going to be rolling off in 13th. Mark Jenkins going to be rolling off 14th. And Jesse going to be rolling off 15th. Jesse did not grid, however. Remember, that was just your first row. Since this is a dual race, it is just your left side of the screen that was in this race. There's 20 laps in each race. So we're ready to go here. I'm excited, guys. I'm not going to lie. This is just the first of many races to come this season. I'm very anxious to see how these guys do. I've heard a lot of good things about this series. They've done a lot of work from what I've seen. They've been keeping me informed on everything, which I absolutely love as a broadcaster. It makes my job way easier. They have helped me a lot in getting everything, make sure I got everything, and didn't even question it. So that's always a great thing whenever it comes to all this good stuff. Look inside the truck with their current leader. William going to be rolling off here in P1. Charles Wood's going to be right beside him. Travis McDaniel, Joshua inside his car. Bryson Thomason. They have, I don't know if he disconnected or what happened. Either way, let's get ready to go racing here. 20 laps here from Daytona for race number 1 of 2 tonight. This will set the field for next week's Daytona 200. Watch that pace truck to take a left. Now, if I'm not mistaken, William is already on the pole guaranteed. So, for next week's race. Either way, green flag is out of the air. We're racing here from Daytona. William going to be leading us down into turn 1 side by side right now, of course. And once again, I'm going to be very anxious to watch and see how these trucks suck up with each other. If they are good on the outside is always my favorite lane to work. So we'll see if that outside line can get a run here. Of course, the weather right now, not a big issue by any means. I'm not having even really shown the weather at all. So once again, you see the sponsors up there as well, flashing around on your screen. I want to thank all of them as we work through turns 3 and 4. Coming to complete lap 1. Who's going to lead the first lap of the new season? It's going to be that inside road. A little bit of bobbing and weaving right there in the second lane. It's Travis McDaniel. Seen him move around a little bit. First lap does go to Charles Woods. And how about that outside lane? That is the 40 truck getting a big run. Actually, that is Charles Woods on the outside lane getting a big run. He did lead that last lap, I do believe. No, he did not, actually. William led that last lap. Here they come down the backstretch once again. On board right now with Charles Woods. Riding that high line. As they work through turns 3 and 4. Oh, a little bit of squirrely there on the bottom of the 09. Getting a pretty good shot there from that 2 truck of Travis McDaniel as they work off turn 4. Start finish line. Looks like the inside lane is going to be able to lead this lap once again. Barely over that number 40 car. Charles Woods in that Postal Service number 40 car. Then you got the 17 directly by him. Joshua currently pushing the back of that truck. Right now, Charles in that 4 Chevrolet. That is the only Chevrolet. I take it back. We got 2 Chevys right now in the top 5. But it is the Ford on the bottom, leading right now as we work through the back stretch. So I just want to see a great view. How about that? Riding on board with Travis McDaniel in that inside row. Of course, this is live timing, so anytime they change, it will take a minute to update, but down the back stretch they go. William right now in that 09 out in front as you see him on your screen right here. Coming to the start finish line once again. 16 laps to go here in race number 1. One thing I've noticed that a couple of these guys just laying back a little bit. That's the Ford truck laying back a little bit, just trying to keep that draft. Doing exactly what he wants to do. He's basically doing this to making sure he's not going to be involved in a crash if it does happen. And even though this is a heat race and only 20 laps for the next week's race, it's still one of them races where you kind of got to be a little careful. You don't want to put yourself in jeopardy here early. How about Patrick moving up on the inside? Did a great job. Taking 3rd place away right now. Sliding up through that high lane. He's going to go with the 2. Oh boy, that truck got loose. Travis McDaniel leads that lap. $15 laps remaining here from Daytona for race number 1. Once again, this is just the Daytona Duels here tonight. That 09 giving Travis a pretty good push. Let's check a little bit in the middle of this pack. Michael Trevarthen, Jeff on the inside. Actually, that's Jeff behind him. I apologize. Looking down. That's that 89 truck running right beside Adam Metz in that number 9. Everything kind of quiet down right now. McDaniel still leading. The outside lane. Patrick trying to get a push from the 40. Once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here on ESPN. I'm your host here tonight, Adam Chapman. We're live on Facebook and YouTube both tonight. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and follow button. And I'm sure Sam Cooper Bennett will be ever so happy knowing that he's getting closer to that goal that he wants of followers. If he makes it, he's going to go get a tattoo or something like that. So that's going to be interesting. I'm not going to lie, though. I'm actually very surprised on how much these trucks are moving around. Was trying to find the... Here we go. Is this it? It does not show us the wind temp. I was hoping we'd see... Or the wind. I was hoping we would see that, but it's not showing us at the moment. These trucks are moving around quite a bit. hop on board here with Paul Zerda. He is the maker of this overlay, as I was saying earlier. Riding on board right now with Paul in that number 63. Good to see him racing. I've only seen him race a couple times, so good to see him back in the truck tonight. PZ Overlays, the makers of tonight's overlay for us here at ESPN. Up front, Patrick going for the lead on the outside with the help of Charles Woods. And Joshua there as well up on the outside, followed by Jeff. Pretty much even right now. We got, what, 6 trucks on the bottom? Got about 7 trucks on the high side? $11 laps to go. It's pretty interesting right now, though, watching this outside line. I always felt like the outside is the way to go to make passes here at Daytona. I've just always liked it myself. One thing I've noticed, though, it's kind of like these guys kind of stall out a little bit here once they get up towards the front. Kind of like a wind hits them and it kind of pushes back. You can see it right there. I mean, they're just not able to quite complete. And even with the 22, who's not, that's Bruce Pearson, not tucked up behind the 09 of William. I mean, the outside lane is really not moving as much as what you would expect. Maybe at Talladega and stuff, but right now this outside lane really struggling right now to get around it. I mean, it's definitely possible. You can see it right there. Looks like the 93 was clear. Does not want to leave. It looked like he didn't want to leave Charles Woods up on the outside, trying to bring him along. Oh boy, these trucks move around a lot though. Hey, he's got the ESPN logo. I like that. Talks about Christopher. Up front, William took a peek to the outside. 17 going to get caught 3 wide right now. Now we're starting to see a little bit of racing. How about some 3 wider? Look at this 17 truck. Joshua on the outside, side drafting his way around some of these trucks. That was pretty impressive. Not going to lie. Don't think it's going to work for long. As soon as I say that, we're getting a show now, boys. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. The 09 evolved. I think that might be it, actually. I think there was a lot more net code than anything. Look at that replay. Now, as well as the 93 of Patrick, it may have got into him just a little bit. Now, I'm not quite sure. It's hard to see it. I think our best chance will be going to the far chase and looking. Oh, there you go. Yep, just got him a little bit. And a lot of net code involved. Now, that was the 40 of Charles Woods. I'm not sure if he got damaged from this. A little bit of net code right there involved with that. So he does not. He walks away from it scot-free, which is a great thing. But tough break for William, who was doing a great job here tonight. Up front, you see the 09 Jasper cart. Now, if I'm not mistaken, he is still your pole sitter for next week's race. If they carry it over from regular qualifying, I think the top 2 automatically start first and second. You guys that's watching could, chime in on that and let me know. But Patrick going to be up front. Don't think we'll see pit stops at all. I don't see the need of it in such a short race, so once again, guys, over on our Facebook page, we got 2.7 thousand followers, which is amazing. If we reach 3,000, I believe it was 3,000 followers and maybe 2,000 likes, or maybe it was just 3,000 followers. Sam Cooper Bennett said he was going to get a tattoo of ESPN put on him, so that'd be pretty interesting. Does he do that? He asked if I was going to do it, and I said, yeah. Not going to happen. I'm all for tattoos. I don't mind them. But, you know, I'm not going to do that. So let's get a look here at your event info. This race is only 50 miles here, which is 20 laps, since this is a 2.5 mile track. Air temp 71. Track temp only 73. Of course, our first yellow comes out. 7 laps still remain. We'll go green with about 4 laps to go. 6 lead changes so far. So not bad for a 20-lap race. I mean, I'm really looking forward to next week's race, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when it comes to super speedways, I'm not the biggest super speedway fan, and I think there's a lot of guys out there like that. I'm just that type of person. I'm not the biggest fan. However, when it comes to certain leagues, I think when you see the talent that the league has, you look forward to it a little bit more. And there's a ton of talent in this league, so I'm really looking forward to it a little bit. And honestly, I think it's just going to be some good racing. Not only, next week, but all season long. I expect it to be some really good racing all season. Of course, we do got one more race immediately following this one. Alrighty. Let's get this one back on the way. Pace laps. Ticket away here. Of course, Tampa SUV Rentals.com. Check them out. We got a truck out here that's sponsored here tonight. Jeff, who's up in the 89 truck. See him. Love it, by the way. And make sure, if you're done that way, check them out, TampaSUVRentals.com. Of course, we'll have more information on our other sponsor here in just a moment during the race, too. So there's going to be Patrick and Travis up front. Going back to the green flag, coming to 5 laps to go. Now, I don't know if there's green-white checkers in the heat races. So, just we'll play it by ear. And green flag back out in the air. Now we're going to start seeing guys start being a little bit aggressive, I believe. And that inside line getting a pretty good move. Here comes Bruce Pearson on the inside of that 22 being pushed now by the 4. Remember, the 4 was laying back a lot during the first part of this race, and now it is go time. No more laying back now. Look at this run to 63 he's got. That was Paul Zoda. Got a big run. Oh, going to be tight there with 33 on the outside, trying to make it 3 wide. Mark Jenkins. Now, we did see the 3 wide work by yourself earlier. You can get up there. Like, I mean, we were 100% certain you can't get up there by yourself on the outside. The only problem is, once you get there, what are you going to do? Because you're not going to be able to complete a pass, so you basically got to hope a hole opens up or someone jumps up behind you, wrecking behind. Caution flag. Not coming out yet. Paul Zoda was involved. We are still rolling. Jeff was involved here as well. Here's the look at the replay. We stayed green. 33 got the wall. Looks like the 11, the 63 got together. And around they went. May have some more stuff happening on the backstretch. Yep, there you go. Big trouble breaks out here at Daytona. Michael Trevarthen's in it. The 2 is involved. Let's see if we can get a better view here of what happened. Oh, it's the 40 of the 2, and then right there, just hold on to your hat and hope that you can make it through it. Did Patrick make it through that? I know he got a little bit of hit right there, but did he get the wall? He's just going to practice road course racing here at Daytona. And yeah, there's going to be a little bit of damage there. So, caution flag does come back out here. Caution, precaution, 17. Now here's the question. Will there be a green-white checker? Because if not, then Patrick could be your winner here in the ASL dual race number 1. If there's a green-white checker, of course, we're not certain. We got to wait and see. Now, is that it? We don't really know. We will wait to confirm that. That was wild, though. We knew things would get ugly at some point. It's just Daytona. I want to see if we can check some of this damage. Here's the 93 with the damage. Joshua with some damage here as well. Mark Jenkins in the 33 with some damage. There's Charles Woods. Now he is going to be in front of Jenkins, it looks like. Johnny with a not too bad. I mean, he got a little bit there, but honestly, it ain't as bad as some of the other ones. Adam's truck looks good. Balzoda, he was involved in that first wreck that we seen. That no caution came out. His truck actually looks good. Jeff's got some damage on that Tampa SUV Reynolds. There's the William. We've seen him already have some damage. Travis, Michael Schwartz, and Jimmy already all in the pits. So you see 11 in pits here. And we are going to have a green-white checker. So there you go. So what's going to happen here? We will wait and see. As the yellow comes out for the second time here in heat race number 1. Green-white checker coming up here in just a moment. Not sure how many chances we get at the green-white. Maybe 3, maybe 1. So, just seen that Jesse Bonnell had some trouble getting into the server. I was wondering why he wasn't in here. It showed that he was here. So waiting for the pace lights to go off. All right, doubling back up. Ready to do it again. Pace lights are off. What do we got? 8 cars out there now. From what I'm seeing, 10 cars actually running. So let's see who gets it done. My money right now would be on Adam Metz. With that damage that he really don't have, or Paul Zoda, he don't have a lot of damage either. So but 40 don't look bad. We'll see. I think it all depends on where the help goes. I think if you're in the maybe towards the middle of this pack, I think you may have to think about going 3 wide again, honestly. Coming to 2 laps to go. Once again, if you're new here to iRacing and how the green-white checker works, if we cross the finish line and get the white flag, race is official. If a yellow comes out beforehand, we will reset and do it again. As long as there's more than one green-white checker in the server. So here we go. Pace truck taking a left down pit road. Green flag set to wave. And we're racing here once again from Daytona. Good start there by the 93. But here comes Charles Woods on that outside. $17 better right now on the bumper, it looks like. As soon as I say that, yeah, you see that inside getting a better run through the center, which definitely not normal here, or definitely not out of the ordinary. Inside line works better through the corners, but on the exit, that momentum from the outside carries these trucks down the backstretch and straightaways. And you see it right here, 17 looking inside. 93 unfortunately going to be caught middle. Here comes Adam Metz on the outside. Now someone has to go with that 9 truck or he's not going to be able to do it. Charles Woods right now in the lead. And how about this 33? Mark Jenkins. Look at this 17 go. Joshua looking to the outside. 3 wide right now for the lead. There's contact. Wrecking happening. We are official. We will race back to the line. Here comes Adam Metz. That's who you got to watch out for. He's going to use that momentum. Go around the outside. Now, will he clear this 40 truck? The 17 dropping behind the 40. As soon as I say that, Matt's going to drop down in front of Charles Woods. Watch out for the 17 of Joshua. Adam Metz looking to win the Daytona Duel here tonight. The race number 1. Working through the trial with this time. Who's it going to be? Metz wins race 1 from Daytona. Second going to go to Charles Woods. Third place going to go to the 17 of Joshua. Patrick going to finish in P4. Mark Jenkins is still rolling around. Actually, Jeff going to finish in P5. Mark Jenkins going to finish P6. So there you go. There's your winner here for race 1. And only 1 lap led for the driver of the 9, but it was good enough. And now we set up for race 2. Whew, that was wild. And I promise this second group, they're ready to get after it as well. After watching that first race, I'm sure they're ready and anxious to get going here. As we see now, I will show you the grid for the second race. Keep in mind, these are only the guys on the right side of your screen, not the ones on the left. That's the ones that just ran. So this is the guys that qualified in the even spots. So Jeff Hollingsworth, Trent going to be rolling off beside him. Ross going to be rolling off in 3rd. David is going to be 4th. Kenneth's going to be rolling off in P number 5. P is 6. Sean Bradley. Darren going to be rolling off in 7th. Steve going to be rolling off here in 8th. Ray going to be rolling off there in P number 9. Todd Craig going to be rolling off in the 21 in P10. And Jim Golden, Ron Hollyfield, Jason Mullins in 13, and Rob Jenkins will be rolling off in P14. So 14 trucks here for race number 2 here tonight. As we get set to go green here once again from Daytona. You see that Infinite Hero logo on the bottom? Great sponsor to have for any series. I don't care what it is. These guys do great work. The mission is to help control or combat the most difficult issues, mental and physical issues. So that helps the families and all that good stuff. They've been around now for a while, but since 2012. So Really, really awesome foundation. If you haven't checked them out, I remember seeing their car a while back. It was actually on a drag car. Pretty cool stuff. So if you haven't checked them out, do so. Alrighty. Let's talk to Pat. There he is. Hey, Pat, sat him up in the ESPN. You got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Man, tell us a little bit about what you learned in that first race that is going to help you for next week.
Play around with the steering ratio a little bit, and these front bumpers they're not seeming to glide like they used to in the previous builds.
When, as we take the green flag here on race number 2, we got Pat with us in the booth. As you was racing out there, one thing I noticed, the trucks seem to move around a lot more than the previous, than years past, I guess we can say, or builds past. Did you notice that as well? I know you was talking about the bumpers gliding and stuff like that, but did you notice the trucks was moving around a lot more as well?
Oh yeah, they're definitely a little bit more skatey than they used to be.
One thing I want to ask you, of course, this is a new series. Tell us a little bit about this league, man, as things are starting to get a little wild out here already on lap 1 of the second race. Tell us a little bit about your series, man. I was sitting here talking about the sponsors and all that stuff a moment ago, and it looks like it's going to be a great time.
So what this is a step off of the old Die Hard series, fixed series. Seth gave us a great platform to learn off, and we just moved forward with a great group of guys because Seth wanted to go on to do some open setup racing, and so he gave us the opportunity to take over the fixed side with a new name, and here we are today.
Now, this series, I was talking about, the schedule and stuff like that. How much work actually went into the schedule? Because it's actually pretty unique with the chase and stuff like that. You don't see a lot of guys, go to like Iowa for the first race of the chase, but you guys actually are going to go to Iowa for the chase, Texas, and Phoenix. Tell us a little bit about this schedule. I'm actually a big fan of it.
So what we did was we gave our drivers a poll to fill out, and they picked that they wanted more, mile to mile and a half tracks versus anything bigger than that. So then we built a schedule based off around that with races that are going to fall around in the regular iRacing fixed series so people can practice, and there is setups around. We didn't want to run into a race that didn't have an updated setup.
Yeah, I was sitting there talking about the schedule during the pre-race and absolutely love it. By the way, guys, Jeff Hollingsworth is still out in front in race number 2 right now, but I was talking about, the schedule and stuff. I love the Eldora and North Wilkesboro is going to be fun and all that good stuff. Well, man, it was good catching up with you. I'm going to talk to Jeff now, so good job. I know it didn't work out exactly the way you wanted it out, but I'm sure you learned a lot.
Yeah, definitely learned a lot, and hey, to bring this off on a good foot so far, can't complain.
Hey, you want to give any other shout-outs tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for broadcasting. Big shout-out to Infinite Hero for everything that they do for our wounded veterans and everything like that.
Yeah, it's one of the best things. When I first seen the sponsor, I was like, that's pretty amazing. That's a great thing. Hey, good job tonight, man. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Adam.
All right, let's bring in number 89, Jeff, and I'm going to try to not butcher your name, Jeff Unich. Is that right? Probably not.
That's close enough.
All right.
Hey, good to be talking to you.
Good to talk to you, man. Race number 1. Hold on just a second. Good save there by the one of Ron Hollyfield. Race number 1. Did you, and I asked Pat the same question, did you learn a little bit about some guys you want to work with, some guys you may not want to work with? Did you learn anything about how this draft package is for next week?
Yeah, what I learned is there's a whole lot of movement in those trucks in the air. You could see the trucks dancing around all over the place. Aside from that, it was just kind of survival. I did do the best job of that tonight, that's for sure.
Well, either way, man, we know Daytona is a race that everybody wants to win. Especially, in a new series, as we see the O2 getting into the wall right there. That was David Kamara getting into the wall. He's going to drop back a little bit. Right now, Trent Ringler is up in the lead in that 26. But we've seen these cars move around, but everybody wants to win next week's race. How much are you focused on that? I know it's a big race, but it is a long season. But how much is the goal to go out and try to win next week? Because this is a new series. Everybody wants to make a name now.
Yeah, it certainly would mean a lot to be the first winner in this league. It's also one of our crown jewel events. So we're going to be having 4 designated races through the year. If any driver wins all 4 of those events, they're going to get $100 cash payout, courtesy of the league. And if you win 3 of them, you get $25. So getting the win at Daytona would definitely be a shortcut to claiming that kind of prize. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, and Daytona is one of them races where anybody can win, let's just be honest. So it'll be big if you're able to go out and do that. I'm sitting here looking at the schedule. Is there a track that for you that you circle knowing that you got a good chance of having a good race out?
I'm looking forward to Gateway in particular. That's a track you don't get to run a whole lot on the surface, but it's one of my favorites. It's kind of an egg-shaped track. You got 2 completely different turns to worry about and contend with there, so that one's a lot of fun. But I know you were talking to Patrick about it a few minutes ago, but I think the schedule is really going to set up to be really interesting throughout the season. We got a whole lot of unique tracks and a good mix of tracks you don't typically run on a week-in, week-out basis.
For sure, North Wilkesboro is going to be a blast. So Eldora, I'm looking forward to calling out. We don't get to broadcast dirt trucks very often, so that's going to be fun. Either way, man, the season's starting off looking like participation level is definitely there. I think 29 drivers registered for tonight, so that's a great turnout. Anything else you want to say before we let you get out of here?
No, we're just looking forward to a great season. We're happy to have you guys on board, helping people find out about us and enjoy the racing.
Hey, I've heard a lot about you guys. I know that Sam, the owner of ESPN, broadcast a diehard 87 Cup League, I believe is what it is. But we've heard a lot about some guys that race in here already, and I've known some of them. But it looks good, man. I'm very anxious to look forward to calling some of these races. So good job tonight. I know it didn't work out the way you really wanted to, but Jeff Hollingsworth currently second, Sean Bradley in third. Ross right now fourth. We haven't really talked too much about this race. The racing in here has been pretty good. We've seen the one with an amazing save earlier, Ron Hollyfield. But once again, we're seeing them trucks move around all over the place right now, and that's one of them things where I think a lot of guys kind of experience, that. So, yeah. Oh, there we go, 3 wide. How about this? This is great racing right here. 3 wide up front for the lead, but the 97 in the middle lane going to come out the other side. It's Jeff Hollingsworth. Jeff's one of them guys that's going to be a threat this season. We're going to be anxious to watch him. I mean, there's a lot of guys in here that's going to be a threat, like we said. But we're seeing, oh, there they go. All going to the inside. Will the caution come out? The 87 is going to come back up in the middle of the racetrack. Caution flag going to come out. Now, who did he get? There was someone else that got collected in this we did not see. I think it might have been the 27. Oh my goodness, just nowhere to go. Steve really just kind of, riding along, minding his business. Goes high, the 87. Unfortunately, Sean Bradley slides back up across the racetrack. And just clips it right there. Oh. Jeff Hollingsworth was involved. Quite a bit of damage on the number 97. Now, another thing that I seen, Jim Golden got kind of lucky with this because he was actually not far from going to lap down. So he gets a little bit lucky with the break of the yellow. So next week, guys, Daytona 200 will be live here once again around 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. I predicted a great job, Adam. Perfect run. Scared me a bit when no one wanted to run with him. Yeah, definitely agree. Kay Bradley said Jim. Let me go ahead and get your guys' thoughts now. We're not 100% sure who's going to win the championship, but everybody in the chat, give me your thoughts on who's going to pick up the championship this season. I mean, that's a big thing. Everybody wants to win a race. But I think there's so much talent in this race that we're going to have somebody that makes the final round of the chase or whatever that's going to not have a win. And I think that they could be a factor. So this is interesting. We got everybody coming down pit road, or a bunch of people coming down pit road. I think a lot of this is scheduled for just damage repair. You see the 87. Sean Bradley has to back it up. So, yeah, that is just damage repair and all that. Here on lap 12 right now of 20. 9 laps to go. Trent Ringler out in front. We didn't actually get a look at some of these paints, so let's go ahead and get a look at some of our paints right now with the drivers currently running them. You see Trent right there. Up in the front, Todd Cray. A little bit of damage on that back end, but pretty good looking ride. Darren going to be right behind him in the 32. I'm a big fan of that green and yellow, or the yellowish green look on that. I like that. There is Rob Jenkins, Jenkins Construction LLC. Got to show some love to this small business stuff. There you go. Jenkins Construction. If you're not area code, check them out. You never know. Does not hurt. That's pretty neat looking. Jason Mullis, the 59 Jim Golden. I like that. That's nice. Ron Hollyfield. Good to see him back in here again. I haven't seen him in a while. Chance running that Wounded Warrior. Number 14. He's got a little bit of damage. Clocks by Christopher. And David out there is Ross in the 12. Don't have a sponsor, so there you go. Everybody's looking at a sponsor. Perfect opportunity. Another Tampa Rentals, TampaSUVRentals.com. And of course, Sean Bradley in the 87. And Jeff Hollingsworth, of course, driving that Coast Guard paint. Double file here once again. As we get set to go. Daytona next week, New Hampshire, and then Michigan. Your next 3 races for anybody wanting to know. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you guys hit the follow button, subscribe button, all that good stuff, like button. 27 was so close to missing out. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I agree. I'll be honest. I'm actually surprised because I'm guessing 87 had brakes held down, I would guess, but it literally looked like it just kept rolling. Man, that's a tough break, though. Like, honestly, I thought he missed by quite a bit. I didn't think that he said would keep rolling back up, but unfortunately it did. And, you guys know how that can be, just Daytona. This 26 is looking pretty legit right now, though. I'm not going to lie. He's pretty fast. Trent in that 26. His pace lights are out on the pace track, by the way. We are coming to 7 laps to go at the line. So we still got a few laps left to run here at Daytona. And you're going to see the truck take the left down pit road. And we're ready to get back green flag racing here once again from Daytona. Green flag out in the air. Good start. A little bit of wheel spin, it looks like, on a 32. Not sure if that was wheel spin or what it was, but it really did not want to get up and go on Darren's truck. Not sure what happened. So the 10 now. Rob Jenkins going to push. Todd Cray trying to grab the lead on that outside. I don't know. I feel like the outside... It's going to be interesting next week. I don't know when they're actually starting to race, the time of the day. So I'm not sure if there's going to be a big difference with that or not. So that's something we're going to wait and see. But you do see right there, the one truck dropped to the inside around Hollyfield, dropped to the bottom. 26, Trent still able to keep the lead right now with the help of the 32. Darren pushing the back into him, pushing him towards the front of this field once again. Coming to the start finish line. I'm just surprised by how much these trucks move around too. Like, it's very surprising. Big trouble. Caution flag going to come out. And I'm going to be honest. I don't know who made it through this one. There's more happening right here with the 02 and the 14. And they're still making contact after the yellow is out. Not sure what that was, but this was a big one. I don't really know where this all started at. It was a 21, I think it was a 10. They said that these bumpers are really, like, the way they hook up is kind of weird. Oh, right there. Looks like the 10, unfortunately, just got to the inside of that 21 machine and then tried to get back up to his bumper, and then that's when it happened right there. Just turned right down on the bumper, and the 32's involved, the 10, the 35, the 02. Oh, the 35. Jason Mullis almost made it through it. No, he didn't. I lied. Oh, goodness. Oh. I think he did blow up, unfortunately. Yeah, he has gone to pit road already. So, looking right now. Oh, we got a slow car. Yep. Unfortunately, Ray has blown up here as well. In the number 46, so he's coming down pit lane. Trying to see if anybody else is smoking out there. Todd Cray, still good. So I think we're going to get a green-white checker, but this is going to be an unofficial green-white checker. If I'm not mistaken. And I apologize, guys. I still have my yellow up, and we are not, well, we was not under yellow, so I apologize for that. Once again, we want to thank all the sponsors here. You guys can see them on your screen. Of course, the Infinite Hero. Please check them out if you haven't. Even just visit their webpage. I'm sure it helps somehow. Even just visit their webpage. TampaSUVRentals.com. I haven't actually checked them out. I'm not in Tampa, so it don't really benefit me too much. But let's find out about it, because why not? It's not going to hurt. It might help our page as well. We want to thank all the sponsors, though. Sitting here looking. Not gonna lie. My wife Ellen and I have been sharing our 2 vehicles on Turo since 2015, back in the rally ride days. Pretty interesting. It's kind of like trying to figure out exactly what it is. It's basically a rental car place, what it is. That makes sense. Alright. You are correct on that one. Who can survive? That's what's going to make things about next week pretty interesting, because we're going to have a lot bigger field, 30 drivers or so. As pace lights are off, by the way. This is an official green light, or not an official green light checker, so but next week's going to be wild. I think, really, looking at tonight's race, I think if you hang towards the back or stay up front, that's kind of your best chance. You really don't want to be caught in the middle, from what I've seen. That's just from what I've seen. Now, it may be different, but... So we are coming back to the green flag. This is an unofficial green-white checker, so keep that in mind. But if a white flag does, of course, come out, then the race will be official, no matter what happens. Trent Ringler looks pretty good, though. I think he's ready for next week from the looks of things. Here we go. Waiting on that pace truck to take a left. There it goes. Pace truck takes a left. We're ready to go back green flag racing here. Green flag is out. A little bit of a bobble there up front from Trent. But still going to be good for now. And he actually got out to a pretty good lead. Now, one thing he does not want to do, you don't want to get out to a too big of a lead because that draft is going to kill you if the 14 does jump to the outside. And that's it. Oh, there we go. Now, there will not be a caution for this. They all spun to the inside. The 27, the 02, the 14. No caution. We'll jump back to live. Not getting a replay right now. 3-truck breakaway. It is the 21 of Todd Cray on the outside with the help of that 12 of Ross Canoe. And Jim Golden closing the gap up. White flag going to be in there. Race is official. Ron Hollyfield sits in 5th. Right now it's a 4-truck battle. Todd Cray out in front. Trent Ringler, who's led a lot of this race, falls behind him. Now, Trent has to decide when he wants to pull out here. Will the 12 go with him is going to be the question. I may have made a move there. We'll see. It's going to be a close finish, I believe. Unless the 26 just stays with him, which he may do. Now, there's your opportunity on the bottom. Watch coming out turn 4. He may go wide or back underneath. He's going to swing out wide. Nobody contact. And it will be Ross Canoe winning with Jim Golden finishing 2nd. Now, let's get a look at this replay. Because I can't tell, but it looked like Todd Cray may have came up there quite a bit. Once the 26 got to his outside. Oh, there you go. You guys be the judge. There you go. There's your winner. Ross Canoe putting in victory lane. That's awesome. All right, guys. So that will end tonight's race. See if we get Ross real quick. Hey, Ross, it's Adam ESPN. You got a copy?
Loud and clear. How y'all doing tonight? Sorry, my microphone's below my knees right now.
Oh, you're fine, man. Probably not as good as you. I'm going to be honest. C split. You go to the lead and win this thing first race win of the season. Talk us through that last lap.
Well, on the backstretch, I don't know what happened. I just saw 2 cars or 2 trucks jut to the left, and one was on his side, and I thought, okay, and I didn't think that I was going to get past. I thought I was just content to ride and finish 3rd on the last lap there. But yes, one of the guys jutted up into the other, and they kind of met the outside wall, and I just blew on through.
Man, it definitely worked out. Is there anything you're going to be able to take from this and use it for next week?
Yeah, just kind of the way the trucks drive with one another. I'm more comfortable running on the bottom and kind of pushing the guy. I don't know if you saw that before. Just pushing buddy Jeff Hollingsworth. I was just content to ride down there, but I have to be a little bit more braver and make some more moves on the outside. So I definitely learned something in that vein for the big race.
For sure, man. Hey, good luck in the Clash. I know you are about to do that. Good job tonight.
Thank you very much. I tuned into the broadcast for a bit, and y'all do a marvelous job.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
Thank you for my girlfriend for letting me use her apartment because my internet at my apartment isn't working.
I hear you.
And So I got my little rig set up here, and glad to get this win. And thank you for Infinite Energy and the guys who put on this league. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Hey, good job, man. Congratulations on that win tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Now, I think, am I broadcasting the Clash? I think so. So we're going to broadcast it anyway because I'm not sure, but I think so. So the Clash is beginning. 29 drivers and 20 laps, so it's going to be fun. As we are ready to roll. By the way, here's a look. Well, don't worry about that. That's not going to work. So Jeff Hollingsworth going to be up front, I believe. Actually, everything's kind of messed up right now with our grid, so just bear with it. It will be Bryson Thomason up front into 53, leading us to the green flag here in the Clash. Once again, I wasn't sure if we were supposed to broadcast this, but I'm going to stay with it for now, just because I wasn't sure. So how about them races, though? Daytona Duels. Not bad. Nothing says love like your girlfriend's internet. There's 100%. Once again, we will be live next week, guys, for the big race. This is just a little preview of that. 28 drivers in this one, I do believe. 27 drivers, that is, in this one. Is it 27? I think so. 27, 26, I don't know. It's something like that. It's not the full field, but still pretty good. So let's get a little bit of a preview of what we're going to experience next week. That's going to be the thing. What will happen for next week? As Pace Truck going to pull in, the Clash ready to get underway. And we are racing here once again. Clash underway from Daytona. Going into turn one right now, by the way, the 53 is Bryson Thomason. Starting up front. It looks like it is a 27 car field, by the way. Guys, we like to do something here at ESPN, and hopefully it's still going to let us do it. Give me just a second, and we'll see if we can get that for you guys. But we'll have to do something here called Turn It Up, as that's my end, guys. So once again, sorry about that. Basically what it is, what we have to do called Turn It Up, and here it is. So turn up your speakers. Michael Trevarthen up front right now. How about some 3 wide racing? Because that's exactly what we're getting. And it's 3 wide for about, we're going to say 5 rows deep. That's wild. What a great view, by the way. Working out of turn number 2. They've been 3 wide now for a few laps, by the way, which is pretty impressive. Well, that Levitt moving around a little bit here. We know. Well, I spoke too soon. Big wreck here. Multiple trucks involved. And unfortunately, Patrick was involved as well. Caution flag coming out here in the air. I'm not sure exactly where this all began, so we'll look down. Looks like the 35 just got the bumper of the 93. One more look at it. The 26, the 53, the 4, the 32, the 87. Maybe the 46 as well. All involved. Jeff Hollingsworth is still out front as your leader. So Jeff Hollingsworth's going to be out front with Bryson Thomason, Todd Cray. Now, Jimmy, I'm not going to butcher his name yet. Yeah, I still got to learn some of these names. It's a cool looking truck. Michael Trevarthen in the 31 truck. That was a big wreck though. So we are coming to 15 laps to go here in the clash. Now, this is just a preview of what we're going to see next week. Let me know, by the way, I asked this question a moment ago. Is there a guy that I really need to focus on during this season that could be one of the guys that contends for it? UFOs are attacking the broadcast. It may be that, to be honest. But is there a guy I need to be focused on this season that very well could win this championship? Because once again, I'm new to a lot of these guys. I know some of them, but there are some guys I do not know, very much about. So we're new to some of them. So you guys probably know a little bit more than I do. As pace lights are on right now on the pace truck. Should be getting ready to go off. And they are. So we will get ready to go back green flag here in just a moment. Jeff Hollingsworth, Bryson Thomason, Todd Cray. Todd looked really fast in that last race. I think he just made a small mistake and came up. From what I've seen, that's what it was. I may be a little bit wrong on my end as well. But he's going to be a factor, I think, to really deal with this season. I know he's a good driver. So we'll be watching him. Jeff's, of course, good. I'm only going by people that I know or I've seen him race before. Michael Trevarthen, I'm going to be very anxious to see. especially when it comes to like some of the shorter tracks. I feel like he's going to be a pain to deal with. So we are coming back to the green flag this time here from Daytona International Speedway. The lights are on the racetrack tonight. Not sure what the weather and stuff's going to be like for next week. It's going to be something we'll have to play by ear, but here we go. Pace truck is in. Green flag is out. We're racing here once again from Daytona. After our first caution of the night comes out after a pretty big wreck happened. That's that 53, Bryson Thomason. Oh, contact, Hollingsworth. Pretty heavy damage there from Thomason. And Hollingsworth, after making some contact before the tri-oval. Hollingsworth, great save, by the way. That was pretty amazing. As we continue to watch right now, by the way, we're going to be joined in the booth once again. Patrick going to be joining us here for the 93. Patrick, you got a copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
So you just had that little incident there. It looked like he just very little touched your bumper and turned you a little bit there. That's about what happened, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, that's what it looked like it happened. Just, where it funnels up, where the cars start to funnel before a turn. And just an inevitable little bit of contact.
Did you learn anything? Because I meant to ask you this last race, as we got a pretty good race going on right now up front. Caution flag is going to come out, actually, as the wreck happens behind them. Pretty big wreck happened through the infield. Jim Golden involved. Looks like Ron Hollyfield and a few more. But did you learn anything when you was out there racing with people that's going to help you for next week?
It's sketchy being 3 wide, I'll tell you that, with how much movement these trucks are moving around.
Yeah, it got wild there, by the way, for the first few laps. It was, you don't see that very often. But one thing that I always talk about is pit road. And next week's race, of course, is 80 laps, so it's a little bit longer, but of course, and there is a chance we could have green flag pit stops. Is that something that you're thinking about, or are you just going to go out there and play it by ear to see, if a green flag stop happens, you'll be ready for it?
I'll be practicing the pit entries and everything, to be on top of it and ready, because it's Daytona. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and that's something that we're always. I've talked about. I pretty much talk about every broadcast I do. Races can be easily lost on pit road, so I'm sure a lot of guys will be practicing that. Any guys out there that you worked with that you're pretty comfortable working around, or are you pretty comfortable with around all of them?
There's a few that I will pick over others, but otherwise, I personally have run with over 50% of these guys. There's like obviously some of the new guys that you see the rookie stripes with. I don't know their on-track talent just yet, but I'm not afraid to go work with anybody.
Yeah, of course Daytona is one of them races where we can't really judge a lot of people, I guess, by the talent. We'll start seeing that more once we get to like New Hampshire and Gateway and places like that, so we'll learn a lot more about them here in the next coming weeks. But either way, man, not the clash race you wanted, but I'm sure it was fun out there running 3 wide.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun running 3 wide there with Todd Cray. Me and him run together all the time. Yeah. So
yeah,
I knew I could hook up with him and push him pretty far. We were shocked that we made it as far as we did.
I'm gonna be honest, it was shock to me to see 3 wide, and actually people was actually doing a pretty good job holding the line, which was pretty impressive. That's something we don't normally see a lot of, especially at Daytona. You don't see a lot of 3 wide happening, which, you know, you can see a lot of it. Just a lot of people don't do it, but that was always a cool thing to see. Man, good race tonight. Ready for next week. You want to give any shout outs?
Yeah, just thanks for Infinite Hero. Thanks to Jeff for helping me put this show on, and we'll see you all next week.
For sure, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. The Clash, if it has anything to do with what we're going to see next week, it's going to be a wild one. So good job tonight, and we'll see you then.
All right, boy.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Have a good one.
Oh, you too, buddy. So, Bryson Thomason's still up front. Michael Trevarthen now second. Trevarthen's going to be one of the guys, I think, like I said, when I was talking about him earlier, he's one of the guys that I feel like could do really well at some of these shorter tracks we go to. Wilkesboro, for example. I feel like it's going to be his chance to really shine, I guess we could say. But I may be wrong, because there's very capable guys in here of doing well enough to win. So we'll be watching to see how it plays out. But either way, pace lights are back off on the pace car. And we are getting ready to go back green flag here in just a moment. Hope everybody's enjoyed tonight's race. Once again, we do want to thank the sponsors, of course. You guys see it right there on your screen right now. We appreciate all the sponsorship opportunities, and for us to represent them means a lot for us. So it's always a cool thing. Guys, this week, by the way, Thursday, we have a new league starting as well, but we also have one ending. Red Sox Racing League will finish their season at Daytona Road Race. 30 minutes of racing action. Should be fun. The Porsche and the BMW will be on track, so make sure you guys tune in. We'll be live around 8:50 p.m., and that's going to be a fun one. Also, immediately following that one, it will be time for the Strictly Street Stocks 87 Cup League, so that'll be fun. We'll broadcast them guys, hopefully. The turnout's good. Hopefully Todd's got everything in order, and we'll be broadcasting them. They'll be live at Daytona. Pace truck ready to drop in. There it goes. Green flag ready to come out, and there it goes. 8 laps to go here from Daytona International Raceway. Who's going to be the winner of the Clash here tonight? Oh, somebody back there moving around. That was a 17 that was moving around quite a bit. Let's hop on board with Adam Metz. He did a great job in race 1. Here he is trying to clutch up to the back of Todd Curry on that outside. Jeff Hollingsworth now. One thing that we got, guys, on board, in case you're new to ESPN, we do have a 360 camera that we can use. So that's pretty cool. We'll be using that quite a bit next week. See right there, that 17 truck. Oh, we got one wrecking. The 53 hard into the wall, no caution. That was our leader, Bryson Thomason. And not sure what happened. Getting a tap from the 11, and there he goes. All the way to the inside. Almost was able to actually do a little bit of correction and save that. So that's going to give the lead over to the 31. Oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. 11 to the inside of the 33, squeezing his way in. A little bit of a door. 3 wide. Adam Metz on the outside. The 33 in the middle. Mark Jenkins. And how about this 11 truck, though? Jimmy going to the lead, trying to get to the lead. We're 3 wide once again. We all know what could happen here. 6 laps to go. A great view, though. Split in the middle right now. You see that 10 truck working his way up. Rob Jenkins. It is time to go if you're towards the back, and we're starting to see some movement Oh, how about my Trevarthen jumping out to the outside with the 33 of Mark Jenkins. Going to jump up in front of Todd Cray. Now back to the middle. Jimmy's still out front. Look at this view. Very familiar. I feel like we've seen this movie before. It's identical to what happened in the first few laps when we was 3 wide for about 4 laps. We got 5 laps to go. The inside line's moving though. Oh, here comes Ross Cadu. He is working his way back up front late in this one. Remember, he won that last race. This is wild racing right now. 3 laps to go. There ain't no way we make it back to the checker flag. We're going to have at least one green-white checker. There's just no way. Oh, somebody in the wall. That's there it is. Wrecking happened. 26, 21. Todd Cray involved. Caution flag coming out. Oh, the 10 involved as well. Late in that one. Who was that? Well, that was a hard hit. So it all happened, I think, right there when the 10 got in the wall. Oh, right there. Oh, the 26 really nowhere to go. Oh. So, just like our 2 prior races in the duels, we got a green-white checker here in the clash. So we will slow it down here, and everybody's going to catch their breath as we got our 3rd yellow here of the clash. And a lot of these guys may have raced with each other, but it's going to take a little bit of work. We will get ready to double back up here. Green white checker coming at you. We got to take one more trip around before we go back double file. All right, let's do it. First attempt. We're ready to come at you. Here from Daytona. Next week we'll be back live again, of course, at Daytona for these guys as they go for 80 laps. And we will crown our first official winner of the season. One that actually counts, that is. Alrighty, let's get ready to do it. Pace lights are off. Coming out of turn 2, down the backstretch, we got a few attempts at this. Let's see if we can get back to the start-finish line. Going to be anxious to see what Ross could do here in that 12 truck. Remember, he won the dual race number 2. Ron Holyfield's up to P4. Jeff Hollingsworth's still 3rd. Michael Trevarthen and Josh Woods 5th and 6th. Bruce Pearson, Mark Jenkins, David Kamara, and Sean Bradley is in 10th. All right, let's do it. Pace truck ready to drop down. There it goes. Green flag sets the wave. Green flag is out of the air. We're racing here once again. Through turns 1 and 2 on the bottom side. Working better right now. Jeff Hollingsworth with a good push on the bottom. How about some more 3 wide? That's Trevarthen looking on the outside. More trucks? Maybe not. Trying to see what this third lane's going to do. Will they have anybody else jump up? You see the 89 there as well. Jeff, you're just trying to close up the gap. Cross the stripe, that'd be an amazing finish, wouldn't it? White flag is going to be in the air. Race is official, by the way, so we are straight racing back to the white flag. Look at this. 3 wide for the lead. Through turns 1 and 2. There's still Jimmy up front on the bottom side, working that bottom lane. Ross Cadu in the middle. Michael Trevarthen, big wreck behind. The 87 hard into the wall. There's a few other guys there as well. I cannot tell who all that was. Sean Bradley, I know, was in it. Out of turn 4. Jeff Eunice with the big run. Coming to the stripe. Contact. I believe it was the 33. Mark Jenkins with the win at the stripe. Jeff Eunice, Ross couldn't do, finishing in 3rd. Now what happened here with the 31? It was definitely contact. Let's see. Oh, Provost tag around. Don't matter though. Here's your winner here tonight from the Clash. Mark Jenkins only 1 lap led. That's the first time we've said that tonight. Was able to get the win. And I believe he's part of a team called Old Guys. I'm not sure if that's actually a team name, but we're going to call it that. About that win. Right place, right time. Got it done.
Good morning.
Mark Jenkins, Adam Chapman, ESPN. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Man, that's got to feel nice to come in here and get a win, even though it's the Clash. I mean, that's a lot of momentum going in your direction. Talk us through that last lap. That was a wild one.
I'll tell you, man, I was content on just pushing my buddy Michael there to the win, and we had a great run on the outside. I really couldn't tell what was going on the inside, but usually there's a checkup, and that's what happened. We had good momentum. Somebody was able to get a nose under me, coming to, I guess, all four, and I just let him have it, and I guess he got into Michael, and I lucked out and got one, stole one tonight.
And that's always a good thing. Did you learn anything that's going to help you for next week? Certain guys you can work around, certain guys you can't?
I think everyone here is pretty good. There's certain guys that I feel a little more comfortable with, that I've raced with here before. Draft package seems a little different. You can really get good runs on all the way up top. That's probably the biggest thing I took away from tonight. Fun package though, man. Fun race. Looking forward to racing with these guys this year.
Started 19th for what I'm seeing in tonight's race. Good job, man. Big win here tonight for the Clash. First win of the season. Any shout-outs you want to give out tonight?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to the Yenich brothers for putting this league on. They've done a great job so far. Looking forward to it. Want to give a shout-out to my teammates, Paul and Michael, and my brother Rob, and our company, Jenkins Construction, and and you for broadcasting, man. It always makes it more fun. Thank you.
Hey, man, good job tonight. Big win.
Appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. There you go. There's your winner. How about that? Congratulations to him picking up the win here tonight. I think, guys, that might do it for us here tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the race. We'll be back live again. I don't think I'm going to be here tomorrow for the iRacing E Series. I think I'm actually going to have to miss it because something came up and I'm working or not. But anyway, it was going to be a good week next week. So I hope everybody enjoyed the race. That's going to do it. Next week we will interview all top 3 of our drivers, of course. So we'll be there for that. We'll have a few other special things planned. But I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Y'all have a great night. Take care. We'll see y'all next week. And God bless.